Motorists and boda operators have been urged to be cautious on the roads as the country gears up for the Christmas holidays. The Thika Low Coast Chief Magistrate Stella Atambo has warned that the judiciary will not tolerate rogue drivers and reckless riding by boda operators, saying every road user must take responsibility to save lives. Here's Dolly Murigi Mbovi with more on that story.
Kenyans continue to lose their lives to road accidents, with many left nursing injuries, despite the police and the National Transport and Safety Authority (NTSA) talking tough. And as the country gears up for the festive season, motorists and the boda operators have been cautioned on safety. Anne Wanjiru, a resident of Kiumbini, is yet to heal after she was knocked down by a drunk cyclist and broke her leg. Wanjiru said she did not seek legal redress since the motorcycle was not insured. She is now urging boda operators to take care of their passengers and is further appealing to the judiciary to help victims get timely justice.
Ukiendesha pikipiki, jaribu tafadhali usiwe mlevi, beba watu wenye wanafaa. And be careful kwa barabara kwa sababu mnatuumiza sisi wenye hatuna mapikipiki. Nimeteseka sana na hizo bills za hospitali. Niko na mtoto wako shule, niko na huyo mdogo, sasa ilibidi nikaandikana na mwenye hata nimeandika pia mimi anani stress kulipa juu unaona siko kazi.
Speaking in Thika, Chief Magistrate Stella Atambo said due to the backlog and delay of traffic compensation cases where victims have spent years in search of justice, the judiciary has introduced small claim courts where cases attracting less than 1 million shillings in penalties will be heard and determined within a 6-month duration.
We now have small claims court where any claimant with a claim less than 1 million can move the court in a very simplified form by filling a form and just get assisted filing their claim. Serve within 60 days the case is heard and determined. So the rest now, once the judgment is out, is for the insurance company.
She however pointed out technicalities that occasioned the delay of the compensation in the cases, blaming some lawyers and respondent, especially insurance companies, for the delaying tactics that make it impossible for the judiciary to deliver justice on time.
Insurance companies need to come on board. They need to get realistic about the claims we are having in court. Why am I saying this? Take a case of a claimant who was a matatu passenger, and this matatu was involved in an accident. When we are talking about who's to blame, this passenger was just seated and an accident happened. Is it not obvious that the owner of the vehicle or the driver or both of them is responsible? If we start from that point of view, then on the issue of liability, parties are even able to record what we call a consent.
Christopher Wanjao, NTSA Director of Registration and Licensing, said the authority will also push for the introduction of a curriculum in schools to train learners on road safety measures as one way to help reduce accidents.
On the issue of introducing curriculum in primary schools, that's very important, so that our children are trained or are enlightened on traffic rules, traffic regulations, and what they are supposed to do, especially basics like closing the road. Because nowadays, if you ask a pupil on what they are supposed to do when closing the road, they cannot explain. And that was there in the old curriculum, and that's why it is important to introduce road safety in school curriculum, so that those things are inculcated to our pupils when they are still very young.
Dolly Murigi Mbovi for Hope TV, Nairobi.